92.9 The Lake, playing the greatest hits of all time. How you doing? Mikey O here with you. And yes, it is time to talk to the mayor of Flavortown. You know Guy from his award-winning TV show on the Food Network, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Our family's favorite show of his is Guy's Grocery Games. Well, he's recently hooked up with several heavy hitters to raise money for unemployed restaurant workers, including Bill Murray. Please welcome the mayor of Flavortown, Guy Fieri.
It's great to be on your show. Thanks for having me.
No, the pleasure is all ours, sir. Guy, thank you so much for your time. Now, I was watching The Tonight Show last Friday, and I saw you along with Bill Murray. Now, how did you get hooked up with this new charity? And more importantly, how did you get hooked up with the elusive Bill Murray?
Well, I've been a Bill Murray fan, I think like all of us are. And his son is in the restaurant business, has a really acclaimed restaurant in New York. Friends of friends put us together. Bill was aware of the program I'm doing, RERF, which is Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. We just kind of started going back and forth on what would be fun to make a fundraiser. And it became the Nacho Average Nacho competition.
Right on. Now, tell us about your fundraiser and how restaurant employees in Southwest Louisiana can benefit.
So the website is RERF.us, and that stands for Restaurant Employee Relief Fund.us. And that's a great place to go to make a donation. And it's also a place that if you're an employee that has lost their job due to this pandemic, it's a great place to sign up for the $500 grant. We've raised over $22 million so far and still continuing to raise money. There's tens of thousands of restaurants that are closed and millions of employees without jobs. And this is just an effort to help folks out.
Oh, Spencer, did we lose him? Okay, still on? Okay, cool. So as a restaurateur yourself and someone who helped many independent restaurants with your show, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, what's your best advice? What's your best advice for us to help out our local restaurants here in Southwest Louisiana?
Well, there's a lot of restaurants that look like they're closed because you can't go in them, but in fact are actually open and available for delivery and for takeout. And a lot of the restaurants that you wouldn't anticipate would be doing delivery or to-go are doing that. They've changed their game. So just reach out to them. Go on their Facebook, go to their social media, give them a call. You can't dine in, but you can dine out, and it really does help the restaurant. So you got to remember the fixed costs that these restaurants still have with rent and insurance, electricity, and so forth. Every little bit helps. So, and also buying gift certificates. You know, you may not be able to dine there today, but buy the gift certificates and come back in a few months. But that cash flow, restaurants they're such an important part of our lives, and we've spent so many of our great milestones at restaurants. It's really a time that we can help them out.
Now, Guy, I've got to ask, and usually when I interview music artists, I always talk about food because I consider myself a foodie as well. Before we let you go, what are you and your family making for lunch today?
You know what? It's an ongoing family debate of what is going to be, not so much lunch, it's what's for dinner. The youngest Ryder is a pizza fanatic. He thinks it's one of the food groups. So he'll start his play real easy on pizza sounds good. I could help make the fire in the wood-fired oven, Dad. Wouldn't we want to start that dough early to really build that delicious yeast flavor? The older son, Hunter, who is into barbecue, he'll, of course, say, I did notice that we had some pork ribs in the fridge. And then the overriding vote, of course, is always my wife, Lori, who will trump them or join sides with them. It is quite a negotiating time and situation that we go through. So we're just getting into making the final decisions now for what will be taking place tonight. I believe it's going to be a peppered tri-tip that will be served with a Cabernet balsamic reduction and most likely a red bell pepper polenta. I think that's where we're going.
Emmy award-winning TV host, chef, entrepreneur, author, he is Guy Fieri. Please, if you have the means, go check out his Restaurant Employee Relief Fund at RERF.us. They've raised $22 million already, but you can still donate and help, or you can sign up for benefits. If you're an unemployed restaurant employee, go to RERF.us and sign up for benefits today. Guy, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's great to be on your show. Thanks for having me.